foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mixon with a first down carry. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Now the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Forced out to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fields rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fields now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll have it midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Locates Hardman for another catch. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. The point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Now they'll switch it up here, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. the play fake. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. This is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 10. To throw is Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Fields on 1st down. Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. That's Simon. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. Touchdown! CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Makes the score Bears 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals drive about to get going. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 11. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man here is Hamilton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 47 yard line.
2nd and 2. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Hunt. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 4. Now Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Play action. It's Fields. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the 50, here's Fields. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. To the air again, Fields. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Airing one out for Boyd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 35 on second down, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bears 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Mixon. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields being chased out left. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
6 yards. That's good. For Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Again, it's Mixon. There he goes inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. On first down, Mixon. Still going. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bengals 31, Bears 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Fields throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields now to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They snap it to Fields. Eluding the pressure right. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. Space to run past the 20. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. At the 60. At the 60. 58's the mic. 58.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game.
both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense and they can use against the defense, and I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Bengals 47, Bears 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
What's left? What's left? Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And we're going 37 to Mike 37.
On 2nd and 10. Fields.
Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Evans.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Airing it out for Hamilton. And got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Montgomery now to return it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. K.J. Wright able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And it's never